Hello and welcome to My Stozo, the high performance podcast. My name's Ange, this is
Aiden.
and
I'm Jada.
today we're joined with Miss Ogbomo.
Do you want to introduce yourself?
Oh, what am I supposed to say? Okay, I'm Miss Ogbomo. I'm an English teacher. I've been here for, my third year now. And it's going. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so we're going to start with the first question.
Okay.
What kind of music do you listen to?
Oh my gosh. Okay, that's a great question, actually. Because we just finally got those, the Spotify Wrap for the year?
Yeah.
You guys have all of that?
Yes.
Like your top songs from 2023 and all of that stuff. So basically, my music seems to consist of R&B, hip hop, grime, and then, as some of the year 11s will know, like a bit of K-pop here and there.
K-pop.
These are the-
Yes,
Yeah,
Jaden, love you for that.
because when I lived in America, I befriended a Korean lady. I was teaching her English. She was teaching me Korean, and then it was just like, okay, listen to the music, it will help you. And then since then, I kept listening to it. But yeah.
How did you end up living in America? Where did you live? Like what state and stuff?
Oh, okay. So I was in the middle of nowhere in Indiana, West Lafayette, because I went there to study for my degree because I did American studies and English literature. So it was compulsory to go. But it was actually really fun there. It's just that there's nothing else except for fields of corn.
Oh,
So
okay.
you make friends with the corn and, yeah.
What kind of kid were you in school? How would people describe you?
People would describe me as,
That cool.
at school, in primary school, I was one of the cool kids. I only hung out with all of the boys. So like the boys' party, they'd always invite me. I'd be the only girl there, and I'd be like, "Oh my gosh, look at me! Like I'm so special, right?" Got to secondary school, and then I was no longer a cool kid. I was just the girl who would run to all the lessons, in that strange way that year sevens do. It's just compulsory, right? Don't laugh at me. You must have done the same.
I don't do that.
Okay, right. Delete that bit. That's what I used to do. And then I was just really studious. Like people would ask me to help them edit their homework, and I'd be so proud of myself and like, oh look, people want my help. Yay. That was literally it.
Is there like a particular music genre that stands out to you?
That stands out. Oh, that I like.
Yeah, hip-hop, yeah.
Well, I like R&B because it speaks to me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then
Who's your favorite artist?
we get into muddy waters.
Fair.
Because who's your favorite artist?
Right
It's
now, JID.
Oh, okay, I can see that. Do people say Jid?
I mean, you good
you
back
just
with
say-
it, honestly.
Oh, I've never heard anyone say that. It sounds like you're malfunctioning. But yeah, no, I can't pick someone because there's too many that I like.
What K-pop artists do you listen to?
Okay, well, I don't like the cringy ones. So all of the ones that are doing it's a no
Egg.
from me.
Yeah.
The ones that give hip hop vibes that you wouldn't know that they were K-pop artists. That's what I like. So like, do you know how to put you guys onto? What's that song? This is the song that got me into it. Everyone can go and listen to this, and if you don't like it, then you've got bad taste.
Okay.
What are they called? V-Romance. Have you heard of them, Jada?
No.
V-Romance.
V-Romance.
Interesting.
Bing. It's a song called Bing. Oh yeah, V-Romance, Big Tray, Bing. This song is what got me into it. This is a great song, okay? Bing featuring Big Tray, V-Romance, yeah?
Okay.
That is that.
Yeah, add that to your Spotify list, people. Okay.
What's to say?
Add that to your Spotify list.
Oh yeah. Do add it, obviously with reason, but yeah.
Okay, so you're a young teacher. When
Mm-hmm.
did you start teaching and why?
Oh, when did I start? Okay, so I was teaching, but not in a school before I came here.
Okay.
And then I went to work in a museum and do all sorts of stuff. And then COVID happened and I thought, okay, let me go teach in a school. Did you ask me why?
Yeah, why?
You know what? Why? Why am I a teacher? I'm good at English, so I thought it'd be good to do that. Also, when I was in school, I never saw anyone my colour teaching English. So I feel like it's important to have representation because I feel like you rarely see black English teachers, especially young ones. So it's like, let me show that you can do it. It can be fun. Also, English, let's not lie to each other. It can be very dry, very boring. So I try to make it accessible and interesting for everyone. So something that everyone can get because we use it in our everyday lives all the time. So yeah, I think that's why.
Yes, okay. We remember you co-directing School of Rock.
Oh yeah.
How was that experience deviating away from your main subject?
What's the word deviating? Deviating, extrapolating. Anyway, it was overwhelming. But I like that stuff anyway. So I like music, dance, and I don't like acting though. Scratch what I said. Not acting.
Okay.
But it was fun. It was just a lot of fun. It was fun. I'm not answering these questions properly, guys. It's because I'm not used to be asked questions, so please forgive me.
You said you like dance, so what kind of dance do you do and how did you get into dance?
Oh, okay, yeah. So in terms of dance, I just like hip hop style. I don't like the word street dance because it just sounds. When you hear street dance, doesn't it make you think of like, and a 1, 2, 3, then we're gonna pop, lock. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I prefer to say like hip hop because that's actually more what it is. But I've just always danced around the house. I've never done it properly, like professionally, but it's just something fun. It's a good outlet. Everyone needs an outlet. What's your outlet, Aiden?
Good question. Sorry, I actually...
See, caught off guard, right? This is what I mean. The questions put you under pressure and I can't cope. So I'm deflecting. I'm deflecting to you, right?
Is it Lego?
Lego?
Is it Lego?
Lego.
Yeah.
That's an outlet. Jada, what's your outlet? Oh, okay, right. And your outlet?
What?
In life. Like
Oh,
what
in
make,
life.
yeah. But there we go. There we go. See? So
You know what? I want to change it actually.
you rebuke Lego.
Screenwriting.
You refute the Lego and you return to
I love Lego. I like screenwriting better.
what?
Screenwriting.
What?
Script writing. Like
Oh, I thought you said scream writing.
screenwriting. yeah.
Sorry.
Like in the whole thing.
Oh, I've got a stick. Sorry, I was taken off guard by what you said. Okay, fine. Yeah, nice to see that. Screenwriting. Yeah, okay. Cool.
Okay, let's go. Okay.
Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
In 10 years,
Yeah.
I will be 37. Are you trying to traumatize me? Even in 5 years, I don't know. That's a very difficult question, guys, because any year you can do anything, right? Just moving on and up. I'll say that. I'll keep it short and sweet.
So is teaching like a short-term goal for you, or is it something you want to continue doing for a long time?
It's not short term, but it's not like I'm not gonna. I would never stay at just doing one thing in my life because I have like loads of fun jobs in the past. I worked in a football stadium. That was so much fun. Worked in like Leicester Square, dressed as an elf, helping students children make their little Santa dreams come true, which is so not me, but fun stuff, like different things. So I'll definitely do something different, but teaching, I feel like it's a good thing to do, imparting wisdom and stuff like that. So I'll definitely come back to it.
Is teaching like your favorite job you've had so far? Is there one that stood out to you in any way?
It's my favorite so far because I didn't realize like how much I like working with children, like in terms of you guys are just so funny and just like fun to be around. Whereas when you work with adults, you're always doing that adult thing of like, oh, and here's how I act and here's how I do this. Like working with children, it turns you into a different person and you learn a lot about yourself. Because I don't have like little cousins and siblings here and there. So when I'm seeing children like you guys, I sometimes forget you guys are children and think that you're like older, but it's like, oh wow, look what children are like. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, you don't because you're children, but you kind of know what I mean.
kind of get what you
Yeah.
But
mean.
yeah,
Well,
it's fun.
Nearly adults. Well,
Yeah,
technically.
True that. Yeah, where do you see yourself in 5 years' time?
Where I see myself in 5 years' time, very interesting. I'll probably be in university.
Well done. Bing, bing, bing.
Yes.
Yes.
I'll be in university studying medicine. Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, I didn't know that. And where will you be?
I don't know.
He wants to-
Probably university, man.
He wants to be a pizza delivery guy.
Yeah, that's
No,
very
those
nice.
are
Always
not our goals, not
magic.
aspirations. Those are our side hustles, yeah? So all of that, because some of you guys will look down on those McDonald's jobs. I made a lot of money when I worked at McDonald's part-time when I was at university. Monday, university, Tuesday, McDonald's. Wednesday, university, Thursday, McDonald's. Friday, university, Saturday, Sunday, McDonald's. Money. Savings. See what I mean?
Do you usually travel a lot?
What, do you mean the globe?
Yeah.
No, I do not like airplanes. They
Oh, really?
scare me. I do
Me
not
neither.
belong in a metal box in the sky.
Yeah, I'm so
I
scared
don't.
of them too.
You know
Yeah.
that feeling in your ears when you're about to land?
Yeah.
Like,
Relief. No, I can't deal with that. I don't like airplanes. I don't really travel far. Even when I went to America, I purposely got on 2 flights, which is tell me if you think this makes sense. I decided one long flight that takes 8 hours would be worse than a short flight to Iceland, and then a short flight from Iceland to America. So rather than going London to Boston, I thought, let me go London, Iceland, Reykjavik, and then Reykjavik, Boston. So then I'm less likely to die.
That makes sense, but at the same
then-
time, it doesn't.
Right, because you have takeoff twice, you have landing twice.
And you have to
Isn't
go
it?
through security twice, no?
Yeah.
And there's
So-
2 flights, 2 different pilots, so there's a higher chance.
Yeah, so I'm now realizing that my illogical fears, like I'm not working past them because it made no sense what I did. But anyway, so no, I don't travel because I don't like flying.
So you'd rather be in UK than anywhere
No,
else?
I wouldn't. I never said that.
Oh, okay.
I would definitely not rather be here, but I would. I don't know. I'm just too scared of airplanes, so I need to get past that.
So where would you like to be then?
What, on holiday?
Yeah.
Right now, I'd love to be in Mykonos. I love Mykonos.
Where's that?
Is that Greece?
Greece,
Oh,
yeah, it's one of those
Greece.
islands, isn't it? But somewhere where there isn't. To be honest, though, I want to go somewhere where it's nice, but there's not like, like conflict and issues. Because even like when people go on holiday to Turkey, there's so much going on in Turkey, like conflict and stuff. So it feels weird in like laying down, enjoying myself when there's all this craziness going on. Like even with Greece a couple of years ago, even still now. So sometimes it's like, you know what, I'll stay where I am. Because it feels weird going to a country where there's stuff going on that, like, I don't know. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, that put a dampener on things.
Okay.
Oh, do you have a question?
Pizza time.
No, thank you.
So did you play an instrument in school?
Yes. I played the ocarina. Anyone remember that?
No.
What?
Is that a flute looking thing?
No, it looks like an orange.
Oh.
Guys, an
Never
ocarina.
heard of
This was in primary school, though. Ocarina. Guys, you haven't lived your life. An ocarina. An ocarina. You never played one of them?
Well, I saw like some elf lady
Ocarina.
playing that on TikTok. Have you seen it?
I've not heard of it. No, but I played the ocarina and it was like, oh, this is fun. That's just a joke, right? The main instruments I played were clarinet and piano. I did piano up to like, what's the highest grade you do? 6?
8.
Okay, I only did 6 then. Grade 6, and then clarinet. And then I tried to learn guitar myself, but I just wanted to fling the guitar out of my room because it's difficult. If you do piano, I feel like guitar is so different. And like my brain can't process it, but I'm still trying.
That's how I struggled because I play flute, but then I tried to learn violin, but it was
Yeah.
so different. Because it was
Yeah.
like keys and then the strings, like it wasn't working.
Right? So yeah, but I love instruments. I love playing instruments.
Yeah, some of them have like their strengths and weaknesses. You know what I'm saying?
What instruments?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like
100%.
when I had violin, right, I felt like the sound was kind of like hard to play. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
But then with piano, right, like, the side reading is dreadful, man. I think.
Really? But I just love making my own tunes on the piano. But whereas like on the violin, I wouldn't even know where to start with my own like, I don't know. But violin played badly is one of the most excruciating and painful things to sit through.
Yeah.
So if you know how to play the violin, respect to you.
I remember, I played flute in primary school for
Yeah.
a bit, but I could barely
It's also difficult, isn't it?
I could barely blow in it. So I did not have a good teacher, and I barely could play it, and I didn't even do a grade. So yeah.
Some instruments are just not for you, you know? You know which ones are and which ones aren't.
Do you really think flute's hard? Why? I think it's quite easy. You just have to click the keys.
But it's the way, it's like it's the technique, right? It's difficult, I think, with that. Same with the clarinet. Any like wind instrument, if you're not doing that right, then you ain't going anywhere with how it sounds. Sorry, you aren't getting anywhere with how that sounds.
And so I found the cello was the instrument that I wanted to play, the instrument that I solely understood, like better than any other instrument. I remember I tried to play the piano for a few years, but I ended up getting bored and I didn't really want to.
Wow.
Like
I feel
like
offended.
I didn't really want to play it because I didn't find much interest. I was young, I was ignorant. I mean, maybe my attention span wasn't as great
were a
as it
Scrooge.
was.
You were a Scrooge.
A Scrooge, Christmas Carol. Okay.
Bit of revision, why not?
Oh my god, miss, I want your opinion on this. So it was snowing in our classroom and our teacher, no, not in our It was snowing outside.
Yeah.
And our teacher, he put down all the blinds so
Okay.
no one could see the snow.
Yeah.
And he wrote anyone's name on the board that said the word snow. What do you think about that?
Hang on. Am I going to incriminate myself here if I
No.
give a certain judgment? Well, I have all my blinds closed currently because I just don't need the vibe from outside. But I understand why they did that because, guys, you've seen snow before in your life. Get over it. It's snow, right? It's just snow.
It rarely ever snows.
We've been waiting for it.
Yeah, but when it does snow, the whole of England just stops functioning. So why are we complimenting it? Stop rating it. Don't rate snow. You're ranking it too highly, guys. You know what? I don't know. I understand why he did what he did. I stand by that.
A lot of people were talking about it after.
Were they?
Yeah, it was crazy.
No comment.
Okay.
No comment.
So what got you into English? What made you want to do that as like a subject?
I don't know. I feel like English, a lot of people don't like it because there are no fixed answers. But I feel like that's what can make it interesting. See, I liked maths in school because there's structure. Like I know once I've got the technique, or once I've got the formula or whatever, I can figure out how to do it. In English, it's not the same. Like I don't enjoy writing analytical paragraphs. Why would I lie and say I do when I don't? What I like is like the ideas. It's like when you're watching a play, like I like to go to the theatre. If you're watching like a Shakespeare play, it's just interesting. It's like, I don't know. I just think that books can be interesting. I like plays more though. I think plays and poems can be so much fun. And I feel like, you know, your power and conflict stuff, some of them are good poems. Like they're interesting. No?
Some of them.
Some, yeah. Some are like Tissue. Let's not talk about Tissue.
I like most of them actually.
Oh.
I don't want to talk about it.
Tissue, the power of tissue, like the power of tissue to hold society up for a long time.
The fragility of like human life, isn't it, as well?
Yeah.
I'm not teaching it currently, so I'm trying to revise myself.
Oh, like do you think that the writers actually think
what
about
we
this
analyse?
stuff? Yeah.
Absolutely not. I don't get in trouble for saying that. I might get in trouble for saying this, but I feel like we can have a tendency to overanalyze and create meaning that isn't necessarily there. But that's why we call them interpretations. And, you know, like at the end of your paragraph, you'd be like, Shakespeare seems to suggest, we're saying seems because we don't know. Sometimes it can feel jarring because it's like we really are forcing something that we don't know they meant. Maybe they just wrote the poem and there was no meaning behind it. But ultimately, that's what English is about. So, you know.
Ange, can you check that for a second?
Oh, what happened? Is it stopped?
No. I think it's still recording.
That's a jazzy. That is a.
Oh, it still is
Jazzy.
recording.
Why are you begrudging moving 1 meter? For the recording,
Last
he
time-
moved 1 meter, and you're complaining about that, and now you're sitting down again. Sorry, just had to make that clear.
Do you think it's important to like build a relationship with your students and like?
Yeah, 100%. I feel like the first thing that you need in order to get students interested in your subject is for them to be engaged, like with what you have to offer. So, like, no one would be interested in learning or going to a geography lesson if the teacher doesn't show an interest in geography or in the students learning about geography. Because why am I going to stay in a room where no one cares about me? If that makes sense. So I feel like the first thing is to get people engaged and then find something that they can enjoy within it. Otherwise, they're just going to be sitting there thinking, when does this end? When does this end? When does this end? So yeah, I feel like that's really important. And just as people, like we're all people. Your children, I'm an adult. Your students, I'm a teacher. But we're all people. So we have shared experiences or different experiences. I think that knowing each other just like helps us all get through the stuff that we need to get through in life. So I feel like that's really important. But that's just...
Okay, and finally, what did you initially think about our podcast when we introduced it to you? Did you have any concerns?
Just we baffled. I was so baffled. I was just confused because I didn't know what this was. Like when I saw you, I was like, okay, so what made you guys start doing this? And you couldn't even really explain it, could you?
We used to film videos together for jokes.
For
And-
fun. Okay, and now we've made it into like a thing. I really like this though.
Yeah.
I like the principle a lot. But I was just confused because I didn't know about this. I didn't know about this. So I'm just like, I'm still dazed and confused. And after this, I won't even remember what I've said. Yeah. Because I'm still processing that I agreed to do it and I've done it now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, you'll be able to listen to it on
That's true.
Spotify
I
and
probably
SoundCloud.
will listen to it on a very low volume because I don't want to hear my voice back.
Okay.
But
Okay.
that's okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's.
Okay, well, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Do you have any song recommendations for the people listening, apart
Any-
from the one you just said?
Any other song recommendations? You know what? Let me just check my Spotify quickly one more time.
Okay.
What is that song I keep listening to? Oh. Can I recommend this song? Wait, I just have to check. If it turns out I can't recommend it because I need to check the
I will
words
cut
of
it
the
out.
song, then cut it out. But if not, then Situationship 2 by Sam Rex. Situationship 2 by Sam Rex. Yeah, but I'll check. It looks like it's fine, isn't it? But I'll check. Yeah, that's my recommendation.
Thank you so much for being on the
Thank
podcast. You really
you.
appreciate your time.
Thanks.
Bye.